Hello and welcome back to everybody. Guess we should be live. May as well also okay. So this time the bitrate is excellent. Right, we may also as well as this. There you go. Yes, 71 hours more to go. And today we're gonna keep doing that project. We might actually even finish it before the advent, and afterwards and try to do everything. Yes, I can do the whole December, and if I get stuck, I can also try some of January. In general, I wouldn't want to go up to February if everything doesn't go my way. But I wish to finish it, ideally every day. But I'm not very strong anymore on algorithms. In general, I haven't touched too much of it after uni, and my algorithm exam wasn't that great. I didn't know much about programming at the time. Now it's going to be that weird mix between math and programming, and I just couldn't handle it at the time. Currently, I should go back and restudy it, but for now, I'm not feeling it. Well, simply because I have a lot of fun stuff that I have to understand way beforehand. So I wish to study that before I study anything else. Right. If I remember correctly, last time we fixed our tests. There you go. My indentation is never red. And that's not true. We can put lower right here. I don't understand why it being concerned is never red, even though I use it here. So there's a use for it. And I also use that here. Oh well. Alright, I would like to add some test cases for those more simple one. I would try to see if Rust has. I don't know if I want to add different test cases like for the start for those middle comments. I think I'm gonna take only the base case measures and test those. So in my simple comment, right? This is a top case of a comment. Oh, add mod box with active code. That's going to be cool. Right. So this should probably, by the way, be. Now we can even have them. So two ident. That's great. Now the next case would be after line and after line underscore without space. Great. Therefore, let's go and grab the simple one. After line will be this kind of comment, quite usual. After line, and of course we remove it here, and can go back, pick this one after line without space. This is not solution one, and sometimes, yeah, I wish he didn't. You son of a bitch. How can I write open form it? Great. Disable form. LSP stop for now. Great. And copy this to after line without sol. There you go. So that's amazing. Let's see if my great. This would mean that I first of all, let's get in here and pick up all these files, and we can now keep up tests. Okay, I didn't want to get the unit code to this shit. So the test will be same shit over and over again. It's going to be called 4 times. I need to pick my line, put it over here, yank it. Actually, you can even simple comment to after line. Wait, it's going to be 3 of those, right? There you go. So simple comment and transform it into after line. Wow. God damn it. There you go. That's one. Wait a minute. Simple line. Here is where it starts. So internal. Okay. So level to level ident becomes. We said it would be after line. Hello. Yeah. To this is one. But copying this is actually balls. Dude. Right, so simple comment instead is going to be simple comment will become after line without space. There you go. By the way, we can start it. Okay, so rust analyzer is up. Let's see. So what's the big deal here? So after line and after line without space both fail. Now that was not expected. We are missing the new line. So the new line should not always be removed. The criteria would probably be dependent on what we have beforehand. So if this char is different than space, that's not happening. But we can also, if this char is equal to slash n, means we have to remove the new line. And that one, we will call it let new line indicator. By default, is going to be 0. If there is a new line, then the new line indicator is going to be 1. Of course. There you go. And that would mean that this one should be a new line indicator. In this fashion, if the first letter that we get is a new line, going backwards, that would mean that for the moment. That would mean that we have comment on a new line, so we should remove that new line. Otherwise, if the comment is in between something, we should never remove that new line because it will mess up format. Great. Now I'm gonna try and see kind of want to try some wackier ways to comment, but I don't know they're going to be some. What I would rather do instead of thinking of the wackies, check if Rust has any open and close or Rust comments. You know, like the feel like I'm forfeiting so the C open and close tags for comments. So C open close comments. Yeah, I'm not supporting that as for now, because I don't believe that it's going to add anything to this project that hasn't been added at the moment. I'm not going to learn something new. I understand the parsing is just annoying to write. And it can be added whenever I feel like it. As for how you would comment stuff, this is one way and this is one way. I don't suppose they're going to be. Anyway, I should maybe, probably, one thing that could be useful is to not remove the docs. It wouldn't be too bad. But oh, I thought of a case. Because what happens is my comment is the first word ever. Shouldn't it crash? Call it start first car .rs and sol and first car file and that's all. All this stuff. And that would mean so first car let's say you have here using some crate. Kept 0. Thank you for the follow. Oh hi. How is your day going? Using crate random crate. Okay. Just woke up crazy early. Same. I don't know what time is where you are. Here is 6:37. But I'm an early person, so you would see me here basically every day. Except those crazy nights like Mondays. But it's going to be Tuesdays because Mondays I'm out. And Sunday. Or it's Saturday. Saturday. So car sol. But like, did you wake up because you couldn't sleep? Or did you wake up because today is a big day, so you have to go around doing lots of stuff? Simple. No, it needs to be first car file. This one. First file. First car file sol. There we go. Right. So in the idea of the first car, I just slept well and left the room very cold, so it woke me up. Fair. It's actually great for the sleep to leave the cold room. I remember this guy. I don't know what his channel is named, but he does some cool stuff about nutrition and sleep. And basically, research said that your room should be up like around 20 degrees Celsius, because your head wants you to be cold, but your body should be warm. So usually your head, when it feels that it's cold, it will signal you to sleep. Right, so this is going to be a comment that is the first char of his row, and there's going to be a comment that is the first char in the file. I want to test this one to make sure that basically most cases work, the most common at least. So it's going to be after line without pieces, and it's going to be first car. And in the same fashion, this would going to be, damn it. In the same fashion, is going to be first car file, right? First, yeah, it's file. And let's see. Yeah, I was expecting first car file to fail because it would remove a new line that's not there. Basically, if it's 0, because the function wait a minute, it's adding a new line here. Why though? It fails in a bizarre way. I thought it would fail because it would try to override my stuff, but it's failing because it's keeping my new line. What was the condition for my new line? Yes, indicator is first because I suppose that this is going to be a first line, but this condition won't work if it's my first line. Doesn't mean that this doesn't work in that case, and this doesn't work if my indentation didn't touch just these comments. Yes, it's a project to get me prepared for alternative code, and it will remove every comment in your code. Right now supports only Rust. I would like to add Golang or any way to be able to extend it to any language I care. It would be Rust and yeah, Go, Rust and Ruby, because Ruby I use for the day job. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna use it for the day job. I'm moving to a new one where I would use Ruby. This is the thing that it will do. I don't know if there's something that I didn't feel like there was, but from the last job, my boss did not use comments, and I actually got used to that. Now they annoy me quite a bit. Right. More stuff here. Unexpected. Oh yeah, because indentation this will break. No, no. Still fails. First file. The slash is still here. What? Okay, so this is correct. But this one as well should be the dude. First line indicator, which will be default 0. Actually, the fourth one, and in this specific case 0. Voice cuts, mic sensitivity too low. Let's try to get him closer, perhaps. Is it better now? Do you hear me in a more consistent way? No. Same. Okay, I hope I don't explode your ears because this is going to peak a little bit more. I don't know, let's say -5, 6. Because I was afraid that on Linux stuff will explode. And it cuts on its higher end. Hope it's not at the end of the world mostly. Hope it's not the bitrate because I had some problem. Yeah, so average stream bitrate is too high. God damn it. habit does not say minimum. In this case, remember to adhere to a maximum of 6,000. Yeah, but I'm asking it to be more than 6,000. It's going overboard on its own. Could that be it? Say we put it 518. Okay, is the stream pleased? Still makes me unstable. Son of a bitch. Don't know, so it's a problem. Just listen to yourself, you'll see. Okay, there was a way to advanced properties to make monitor and output. Won't this cause me to switch myself? No, it won't. On Twitch, in OBS just looks fine. Alright, let's unmute myself a little bit. Oh, yes, I'm terrible. Myself a little bit. No, that's a new problem. God damn it. Let's see to fix this before we move anyway ahead. Hello? Oh wait, what am I monitoring off? Hello test. Okay, so it's not the mic. Which makes me believe it will be the Twitch bitrate. Perhaps. Move it out to 5,000, should be fine. Okay. Still unstable. How about now? How about now? Same. Well, now that's a Googling problem. Words get cut on stream Twitch. Might be Linux. Did it improved? Great. So it probably has to do with something with my bitrate. Makes me wonder if... Okay, now it's excellent. Probably with filters. Alright, I have a noise cancelling filter. We can try to get that out and see how it feels. Hope it doesn't explode anything, because there was a lot of no, still happens. Okay, it's not the filter. Good, let's put it back because my mic picks up a lot of noise. And there's noise now. Yeah. Not an improvement, definitely. Noise suppression. At least there's no noise. But it's still getting cut. People get cut in the stream. How would I say it? Twitch sound cut off words. My words get cut out here and there. That's the problem. Ask him how to speak normally. Having a hell of a time to get microphone set the right kinds of settings from low noise, and there's a problem. If I put noise gate, occasionally words get cut out at seemingly random, especially at the start of talking, but no environment sounds. If you cut anything below a certain audio level, when you move away a bit when you speak a lot, so that will cause problems. Okay, so this would mean that I have to speak louder, clearer, and maybe close to the mic. Dude, I have to have a better stand because this is shit. So I'll try to maybe keep my voice more consistent and see if that does help. Maybe you speak too loud now. Right? Keep the mic further. I'll try to go over here, but see. I'm gonna keep it to 8 down. Okay, this way should be picking in the decent range. See how that goes. make it even quieter. Well, then we get back to 10. 10 felt nice, personally. Great. Thank you for the help. You might have noticed that very, now it doesn't cut at all. Great. Only when it gets to red. Yeah, sounds about fair. Also, the bitrate now is fixed. I don't know why it would always go beyond 6000. We may even put it back to like 5 and 5. Because it wasn't in the problem. Like 5, 7. It doesn't go overboard. Great. Amazing. And my first line indicator should be able to understand if we are on the first line or not. First line indicator. Great. So that so that would mean that this fixes most of our test files, which is great. What do you program, dude? What's your? I'm guessing you're a Rust follower. But you do Rust for job or you do Rust only for on your personal projects? My mom always leaves to work at around the same hour. So going always be some I'm a neat. Here goes. I program Emacs list. Dude, you're part of one of the church. You know, guys, Lisp. I had a good time in university. We have one program in. We had one exam in Lisp. It was a nice experience to me, at least. Prolog is way worse, so I'll take Lisp any day. Actually, this year my friend is a pussy because I asked him to do it in Elixir, but he had a bad experience last year to do the event in Elixir, so he put it out. He said, "Okay, let's do it in Rust." But next time, I'm definitely trying Elixir. Lisp, I don't know how many people use Clojure. The cool thing about Elixir is that the Ruby people, after a while, moved to Elixir. I've seen a lot of companies who just said, "Okay, I'm not using Ruby anymore. I'm going to use Elixir." Doesn't sound like the most natural jump, but I guess it is. Basic cases test. I'm looking. Cool. I'm looking into actor model right now. Syndicate lang org. Let's check this out. Syndicate actor model is a new model of concurrency closely related to the actor. Tuple space and publish more. Let's look better. No. What you gonna launch your support? Like actors, but with integrated replication, secure access via analog object capabilities. This is a concurrency thing. I'll explain this here. Spawn new actor, assert some fact or retract fact, terminate. Okay, like some kind of factories, or I'm saying something wrong. Well, video is 2 minutes, so could be seen because there's nothing. Hey, data space, dude. Data spaces and conversion currency, the animate features, indicate actors. Spawn new actor, okay, send a message, fair. Like some connection, terminate. Okay. Spawn new actor, accept some fact. Yeah. So you don't destroy that, so it's going to fill your memory. Even when it crashes, automatic retract, direct to partial failure. And this reminds me of the Golang context. That you would always pass to the next function in Go the context to the previous one. So if your previous one gets cut off, the same context will cut off every thread that is still running. We use this as a chat room. Okay. Alice, Bob, Charlie. Great. Observe records that are inserted in some topic. So someone is connected. Yeah. Yeah, so this is going to be even as things fail. I'm loving this low quality explanation. How can we organize all of this? Subtask, yeah. Each of this is called a facet. One facet, one conversation. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's nice. So this is it's a model. That's why it will be applied to any language that it will be supported. Java, Smalltalk, Smalltalk, Racket. A lot of weird shit. What is Racket? Okay, so it's a Lisp dialect, like Clojure. But thanks. I don't know if but I got Python-like thing recently, Rhombus. Don't like Python that much. Gotta be honest with you, don't like even Ruby that much. I think people who program in Ruby do crazy stuff for no reason all the time. But hey, what pays the bills pays the bills. The cool thing about stuff like Ruby, I guess even Clojure and Elixir, is there are few jobs, few people who do it, so you'll always be in job. Unless they die completely, which usually doesn't tend to happen because companies still would want to keep up the work. Add some docs with active code. Okay, so docs with active code. Let's try this. So I'm fine to keep eating because at the end of the day, the code base will stay stack calls even if the language is better. I would rather program in Rust. I know Rust, but definitely Ruby, or maybe even Elixir would fix some of my issue with stuff like Python and Ruby. But I hope I can move that out when I'm going to become more senior. Right now I have 2 years of job, and of course people don't look that favorite at me. They look and say, "Oh, you have great potential," and I ask them, "Can I code something?" No, 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 no. You're gonna add some function call here and there, dude. Give me some work to do. Rust active code docs. In the Rust codes, okay, this is the cool thing. So, cargo doc to build documents in target open your browser. Okay. Use cargo test to run all the tests and cargo test doc to only run documented tests. Great. So we need to add the doc. What do you mean active docs? Active docs the idea would be that you can compile code inside the doc. This way you can actually check that the docs are updated. Like in this case, you can have Rust code between fences inside the comments. If you pass the test track doc, it will even test it for you. This way, if let's say you change maybe the interface and now the name is not string anymore, your docs will fail and tell you, hey, your docs is outdated, your struct changed. Now it's time to update it, which is a crazy great idea to have the code tell you, to have the compiler tell you your docs are outdated. This is what I wanted to try and add in my, at least here and there, sprinkle it out. Well, first, cargo doc will build my documentation and open will get me in my browser. It's 3 lines to make it a doc. Okay, let's start with docking the file input, the clean input. Okay. Let's say this would be custom error, which would mean that cargo doc, it would take a year to compile to the doc. And cargo doc, what was it? Open. Wait. Maybe I don't know why I can't get it to work in to open in Firefox. I'm keeping Chrome to use as a test browser, but how I install my Firefox doesn't handle. It can auto-update, but it doesn't handle. It's not registered as an application. So I guess I should register as an application, and then I probably can set it as default. But I'm never ever getting. I'm always how to say lazy in this stuff. So I always not do that. So clean parse input, parse options. Huh. I would think that here constant no args. So my enum doesn't get documented, but parse input should be. This is a doc. These both are docs. Okay, great. So this is fine. We're gonna just say parse input. Sanita checks if input args are correct. And this one would be returns the flag based on the options. Now, as for the code, let's try and add the documented code and run that. I won't document everything because it's more of an idea to be able to write, see that it works, and have an example of that. Any more, it's cool to have, but wouldn't mean that much to me. So square this. Okay, this here should be able to run my function. Like say parse input. Let. Oh my, great. So let vec test equal vec of say one arg, actually one arg, two args, one, two, and parse input one arg. Okay. This, both of these should error. How do I run this? I remember there was like a cargo test doc. This runs only the docs. Not found in this scope. But that's surprising. I'm literally on top of it. What's not found in the scope? Parse input. I have to import it inside the function. What? Use doc person. Oh, that's bizarre. So this is a whole as this is a different scope. See? Give it a ride, always a good idea. The good old award. Yeah, didn't. How did I import it in lib? No, it was in main. This one. Where was I? Where was I? No, it's new. Actually, it isn't. Clean input. There you go. Okay. Back of strings. Right. My bad. Good old Lord compiler. Nine. Okay, that's great. So this basically would add some one string, really. Oh yeah, you're not familiar with the Rust ways, because these aren't strings. This would be a slice type. Or how was it called? You can't actually there's this because the string is a type, the biggest string, but this all underscore it's different. So this is the ints, this is the stuff. But essentially, if you go over here, so let one is going to be str. This one would be a pointer to a string. But when you cast it to a string, then you can use the type string. So usually this is fine, but sometimes you want some more methods and it will get you to this awkward situation. My idea for us, it's great to write, but it's very awkward to even, like you show this to someone, it's going to be very awkward. Or if you prefer, there's also a third option. Actually, there are quite a lot of options. You can go to a string from str, it would be a string. And if you like it even more, there's also the into, which would be, by the way, okay, so it's an unknown, so it could be compile time, but which would be a method, a trait defined the same way from. So the end result is still all of these are a string. And I don't remember. And one, if you don't want a pointer to a string, you can defend. So it's going to be star. It's a string. You can def it like in C. Good old C days. But if you're not familiar with Rust, the most funny experience that I have with Rust, you can't return something that you defined in the function scope. Well, at least you use unsafe. By default, Rust won't allow you. Gotcha, man. We are all here to learn a little bit of good Rust. And I tell you, I don't know what to do with the language. I enjoy it, but there's no way I'm writing backend in this, and there's no reason for me to write some stuff. I might write. I have in my projects the future one to do a database, a basic database. And it feels like Rust should be the correct choice, but only if you go in production. I think that for every project that I have, Golang is better. So it's going to be a database, a compiler, metric up, process monitoring, search and replace in NeoVim, of course not. Move between folders and 1 billion line change. Yeah, all of this is going to be my. If I ever have what to do with Rust, I'm gonna do it. But as for now, even knowing it is great because you never know that in your job you want something more performant. Okay, so this is one example. I don't want to push it to everyone. I'm trying to understand how, like, having a hello word over here. So let's add it to readme and say that add some active code. Now, does Ruby have different type of comments? I don't even remember. Helix Neovim. Dude, don't come and start war at 7:10. I tried Helix, actually. Can't 10. Of course, Helix text editor. It's in Rust, and maybe we get scheme extension lang if you want Rust. Ooh. I understand that some ways of Helix are different. Some how it moves, right? Helix is in Rust. Well, that's a great one. But I'm going to raise you because I'm familiar with Helix, but there's something that is faster and perhaps in a don't know what state is this, but have my key bindings of NeoVim, so I at least won't have to change. It's Z. I believe it's written in what's it called? God damn it. The other one, it's a C interop language. It's written in.
Hey, I'm Nathan.
Okay, shut up. And this has the Vim mod. This is going to be like more a VS Code type of editor. Ah, you know that. It's a Rust. I thought it was in Zig. It's open source, so we should be able to see. I was certain that it was in Zig. GitHub. Oh yeah, it's in Rust too. That's amazing. I don't know. I don't have any problem with NeoVim. Like, what's your deal to change from NeoVim? Because as of I'm using it for, I've been using it for 2 years, and as of now I have no reason to change. The problem with this here is that I know that how the commands work are not quite the same, and that's going to be awkward when you want to go on a server. The cool thing is I can buy into any machine and just run with it. You don't need to change. No, I'm just curious. I personally haven't had a reason to, but out of pure curiosity, sorry, my bad. What Helix has as NeoVim? If you say it's faster, Helix lacks features, just has better architecture. Okay, that's a fair statement, absolutely. Maybe instead of okay, Ruby is going to be auto. Let's go /Ruby and let's say SQL. With the whole plugin planned to be in the scheme. Yeah, the plugin idea in NeoVim, sometimes it will get me crazy, but the other times it's nice because hey, you have your system that's broken, you get to program. I will always enjoy that. How to personalize Helix? Phoenix conf. Although Emacs Church is fun because I don't know if you know Sodding. He's a great guy. He did his configuration in Lisp. The dude, by the way, is a machine. The dude is amazing. Sodding. Config. And I remember seeing him config Emacs. It was a blast. Because you see this dude just spew he's going just to spew what's it called, the list like it's nothing. Actually, him and Primagen, you can do this in Vim, can't you? Yes, always. I like the guy. Him and Primagen, for different reasons, they both are very excited about the job, and I don't see this excitement everywhere. That's why Twitch is being very fun. Eventually, sometimes I get people like you, and people are very excited. The one who goes on Twitch and sees someone program are very excited about programming. And in my job, there's no one who has 1/3 of my excitement to program some stuff. Like I remember asking some friend of mine, like, dude, what is a server? And he would always tell me, like, the server, you mean the machine or the program? You like the program? And he said, well, the server is the thing that you do when you run Ruby. In Ruby, you're gonna say Rails dot and it would run. And I was being like, dude, think about the server even lower. What is a server? And eventually, I discovered that it's a process bind to a port. But my friend was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't care, you just run Rails. And that's kind of exciting that I miss and that the streams and the videos provide. I have someone who actually gives a shit about what's going on rather than only and ever, you know, cruising by. Your boss comes, your boss will tell you, hey, this is what we do today. And you say, great, how about I start and add a little bit of front end, or add a new query database. That shit is boring. It gets boring very fast. In the meantime, so I want to add support for some couple of languages because this will force me to write this in a less garbagey way, and maybe even check for the extension. Open source can be fun in general. Yeah, I would want to move to some open source. At the moment, I don't know which projects, but I have to finish this list because there's a lot of stuff that I'm curious about. So I always want to finish the stuff that I'm curious about. This project, which is a web project, and it's Pulse, and I'm going to speedrun it at the speed of light because I'm learning, but it sucks. I'm learning, but I'm hating, which there's value in that. And the text editor is basically done. I mean, it's not very feature complete, but I've doubled in some XCB, and that is destroying my soul. So again, it sucks. It makes your character better, but I don't know. I want not to suck that much, you know. So this would be the okay. I'll do something. What makes you curious? Whatever gets you curious, go for it. It's going to be great idea in general. It will help you expand what you can do. That's what it's for me. I'm always I'm always curious, and this curiosity always increase how I do better stuff all around. And if you're going actually, if you're programming here, great job. If you're going actually, bye. See you another day. So the regex new, we would want to interpret based on the file extension that we get. I would want to decide how my regex, how this regex is going to be decided. Let's make the function over here, just so it's going to be easier. By the right file, is it used? No. Okay. No need. My function based will be based on extension. What would you call it? Yeah, let's say get extension, get file extension. And if the file, oh, right, we also wanted to work on the folder. Add directory support, right? I wanted to work on the folder and then expand it. Maybe I should first off get the folder functionality. And the folder functionality is basically going to be do it on a dot, right? It's going to be some simple dotting, which would mean right now I have all of this stuff that works on the single file. Oh god. Wait a minute. I thought that was main. What the fuck am I doing? Okay. Right, so all of this stuff now, it will be called once over here. So parse file. I want this to happen lots of times. So function parse directory Always wary, don't say folder, never say folder. Directory or folder Linux. What's the Linux like? Is directory. Yeah, folder is Windows, directory is Linux. They got so used to say folder. Years of Windows brain damage. But it's file, okay. So my data. Yeah, if okay, let compiler officer compiler sketch. Okay, I'll do those settings too. Yeah, the compiler project is amazingly fun. I did an interpreter, but compiler is probably even better. So you know what? Let me do a bathroom break, and we're going back. We're coming back refreshed. As per usual, stepping back and taking a look from the outside to always be good counseling. And I'm going to go back on my word again and work on the extension, because I was thinking that it does not make sense to have different extension if you can't pass it further. But it actually does make sense, because at the end of the day, you can always pass the simple one at a time file, and you can pass different files, which would mean that I can function check extension, right? And the check extension will return either my extension or none. And I want to do something like this, okay? So I would drop for it to get the path of the file, which is a string, and get back the option, I guess string, but where is an option? This is a result. Yeah, it's an option string. Okay. Like the little arrow. There you go. Okay, so that would be great. Now we would want to take out the regex. Gonna be go Rust SQL, and this regex should match specifically that. Actually, it's going to be 2-1. That go that rb and dot py. I believe Python also should have this kind of comment. Great. This one should also match this one should that rs, and this one would match that SQL. Okay. Go Rust and SQL. Okay. These are all of my down bads. This will crash, they're not fine. Next thing we would want to do is we want to match any of these. We don't have even to find, we can just simply say like whichever is matched. I just need to know which one is matched, because that would be there was a way to here calls an iter is captures, so go captures in my path. So he wants a str. Sure. So there's an expected option string found in captures. Yeah. Don't want to. Okay, and captures gives me an options captures, which I get into. Okay, do a match case here. It sounds like a match case. Okay. Math capture it. Like I feel there's some way that I can do this. Or even just match. So can I match on true? That would be like go captures path into and that would return capture And I will match again. No. I want to match on all of these captures and see if it whatever it works returns. Right? That's what I want to do. So we can even shadow the ghost. So go that captures path. And this would give me the option. But usage for the first also it says like and it found return not only the overall match but also the matches on none. If no match is found, then none is returned. Yeah, so see, there's the none stuff. To take a game, every time that's not none, I want to return. So match if it's not none. Rust. This is what I want. Just use the option is none. Okay. That's good. This would mean that I can go capture the option is some. Dude, isn't this an option? Come on now. Go captures. Okay, if is some, expect a semicolon. Does return is true or false? Okay. And this would be marijuana matched true. But it wouldn't be like true here. Create a pattern found a method call. Method calls are not allowed patterns. Well, fuck off then. If it's some, then we should return what we want there to be doing, which would be the you will return and some. It needs to be a star. Actually, a hash to string. Okay. Okay, if Rust captures, we would return this. Yeah, we want to escape it. And finally, if SQL is returned, you would want to return this, the dash dash. Now, I don't know if the dash dash shut the fuck up. Okay. Now I don't know if the dash dash is some. Wait. Path. Some SQL stuff. So that's bad. Otherwise, none. Okay, great. At least the function is complete. Now that the function is somewhat done, I want to test it, even with the active code, but yeah, we can even test it in a test type. Okay, the testing files. What the test file would be? This one. Okay. Let's import our function at the beginning. Sheet imported in full. Okay. Let's bring everything down. And we don't care about any of that. We will call Rust file and simple comment. Okay, Rust file, go Python Ruby file, SQL file. Simple go, and it will be simple SQL. Great. Meanwhile, in the pathing stuff, so this is the path. This is the expected. Should be just .rs. Actually, no. It would be like slash. Okay. That will be called rather than real actual is going to use the function check extension. Oh, it's not pub. No, it shouldn't be pub, right? We would test it not it being pub. God damn it. Okay, check extension from my path. Okay. Actual should be straight up go in an into, and assert equal, is my LSP even working? Assert equal my expected. Okay, it's back. Expected actual, no, we have actual expected. Not find it. I can't test the not public one. Why? So we are in scope. Pass fire, red fire. Well, it's not a big deal now, because sure. I don't like the fact that it won't allow me to just use my stuff. Isn't that like how? Why wouldn't I be able to access it as test files? Like, is that dangerous? Yeah. So Rust file, and my left one would return this. My left one return an end. Hello, what? Okay, good. Now this bullshit would just simply be copied here and copied here, and this one shall be. It's a simple go, so it's a star, and the simple SQL is a mustache. There you go. Very well. So this is simple. Now, the funny part, so we have to be to integrate this stuff, because now we can check extension. Let extension and that would be check extension, give it the path, clone it up, give it the ref. There you go. And my extension now should be summed up here. Can I just plus it? Actually, Rust string interpolation is supported. Last time I checked. Yeah. This would simply be, by the way, unwrap. I guess in regex it's not gonna work. Actually, now that I think about it, can it be just plus here? Expected string, found string, mismatch types. Won't this be like that? BTRF. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I need to fix the stuff. I have to, want to fix this bullshit. Okay, so my extension could probably... Yeah, how is it? So, okay, you know what? From string to concat from string to regex string first. In the meantime, this probably can be just a string. Actually, I don't dislike that. Okay, regex escaped. This is what I wanted. Okay, this is what I want. So let extension, let re would be extension plus dot star dot star string. Okay, can go more casual. Now let re equals, probably should have better names. Pattern, yeah. And my pattern should be override as was it escape regex escape put escape my pattern expecting str found string your string. Can this work? Expected found string. Yeah. Yeah. And finally, this is my pattern. Expected str found string. All right. This should change no test. This changes everything. Excuse me, what the pattern is? No cap. pattern. Okay, I believe I don't need to do this escape part. I believe that does what I think it does. Yeah, it's shit. Thanks, ChatGPT. Thank you for nothing, you stupid machine. Absolutely nothing. Simple .go and simple SQL. So my Go stuff would be func main print hello. Comment package main. Okay. Yeah, right code doesn't need anything. SQL would be select from daddy, and my comments would be comment. Okay. So this is the stuff we're trying to test now. So this tests that my function works as intended, which it does, and means that it should be working on all kind of files. So it's going to be very simple. Go. Okay. Simple squill and simple. Very few minutes to do that. Simple go sol. Simple squirrel sol. Squirrel go. Oh, well, it doesn't matter, right? Does it? Right. This is what we would like to. What's the big deal? Oh, my bad. It's going to be a SQL. SQL. Simple SQL works. Simple Go doesn't. Simple dot simple underscore sol. Go. Okay. Simple dot go. What's the big deal? Doesn't say can't open the file. Does it? Package main, function main. Yeah. Right is nothing. Why? Thing failing. Which means I did not write it down. Okay, so my simple God doesn't run. Which is sad. So you need to excuse me a couple of minutes. I have to check some stuff before we get back to it. Maybe. Be right back. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, my simple golem is not being red, which is surprising. By the way, it doesn't even fail in some way. Simply it's empty. Or it might even be that it doesn't work correctly. Why was my so my data my expected data that is going over here? This is stupid. Looks like my file is being read. So how about I print my expected data and see what's going on? Wait, panic at 104. No, wait, expected data is my file. That's something. Thread failed at 109. Basically, I'm stupid. Wait, Go does this type of comments? Shit. I'm putting a Python over here. Fuck. Okay, hold up, hold up. This is easy to fix, right? This is going to be even in the the fuck. Okay, so this is going to be even in the case of stuff, but not in the Go case. This would be renamed to Ruby. Okay. Make an or in regex. Go or the trust. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But it will tell me that okay, that's good. Simple go with modify. Simple go still fails. Why does it still fail? All right. Knock up. Interesting. So Golang would Golang also have the tabs instead of spaces. Excuse me, what? Oh yeah, Golang have tabs. That's an interesting complication. By interesting, I mean fuck that. Do I pause Go for a second? Or do I implement? Because this is /n/t. Well, it wouldn't be that hard, but because we can simply say that you can go back based also on that. Right now you go back based on until it's not an empty or until the char is so you will go back always on the spaces or if it's different then slash tab and that would work. Oh, the proud moment when you actually wrote some decent code that you can simply extend, it not crashing in your face. Great. So Golang is here. Amazing. Amazing stuff. And what more can we wish beside Golang? Excuse me one more second. Very well. Let's Python it up. Maybe also change the name. It will be so simple Go, simple SQL. And we're gonna add simple Python Ruby to the mix. Simple Py Ruby. Simple RB. So and we go into the simple. Don't even remember how to func in Ruby. It was like def, I believe. Def main can be end. It was something weird. Oops. Hello. Just comment here. Very well. And also we should copy this, make it a sol. Yeah. There we go. And finally, we will run the cargo tests. Simplify Ruby doesn't work. Somehow, some why. Oh, it found a none. Not good. This would be in file handling 13. Yeah, afraid it was like that. I believe that it's the space problem. Beautiful. So that works. Right, so we added an extension, which is great. We found another bug preemptively, which is great. So we can cross this over. Actually going to be Python Ruby. And obviously expand to Go, Python Ruby, and we need only to add the like the last one to be added. It's going to, of course, be our directory support. Directory support, I used to believe, like, I tried, I believe that it was going to be something very hard. But by the end of the day, it isn't really that terrible. Because I'm just gonna loop over stuff. Just the only preoccupation is how to interrupt a function when the file doesn't correspond. I guess I'm just returning okay without doing stuff. So I think I can just simply at the beginning say, okay, bye. That should be more than enough. So let's commit my stuff. Take a look at G. There's a lot of test files. Again, there's a lot of stuff. So everything looks correct. And we're simply gonna grab the first commit that we can find. Makes me wonder, what if... Yeah, this won't work. This won't work. So my first commit would be changed to added different rank support. Very well. Finally, we would want, as for last, the last thing that we need to add is basically some safety. Yeah, actually, the function should interrupt every time. I go here, where I am wrap, I should interrupt if it's none. So I believe I can do an else. Yeah, this. Let some extension equal to this boy, else we can just return, as there's no reason to check. And this one should go. this shouldn't change in any way our tests, but we should check that this function does nothing when provided with a different kind of file. And this would allow us to nonchalantly just keep it running for every function. And we're just gonna add a check if the data hasn't changed. There's no need to perform any action. Well, we'll see. First off, let's test that this code, what I suppose it will do, it will simply say, hey, you are not out there. Track. Ah, it's a terrible idea. I would call it long extension. Unsupported extension. Simple txt. And I don't expect it to be changed. Original path. Actually, none of this should be happening, right? So expected data. My data should not be changed. I expect it to be empty. When we go to the simple folder, I'm gonna simply txt it. We ain't no programmer here. Great. Now running this. Great. So the function would not care if the extension, God damn it, if the extension is not relevant, the function should not care, which it doesn't. Now it goes for the main, because this stuff will basically need to loop over the clean data. Yes, we can just loop over both of them. Just right. Right? Wouldn't that be nice? Just a little function that will, based on the parse option, will give me. So I need to add a. It's not a parse option. Yeah, moving everything into. First of all, I'm moving everything into a loop. The loop will work over the file, over a vec of the paths, and the vec of the path is going to be a single one if it's not dot. If it's dot, then I push everything that matches. Well, I push every single file, everything that is a file in the whole directory, and I'm guessing also subdirectory, and I iterate over that. So the first idea would be that this is going to return obviously nothing, but it will take an input, a vec of strings, or even a stack of slices. And we'd call directory. There you go. And my directory would then need to get up and move. Shut up, programs. I know that I need to move. I don't want to do it right now. Still have stuff to do. Okay. And this would be a simple loop for file in directory. We can perform all of this. Maybe it's also the args. Okay, good. Do we make a separate function for the write? I don't want it to fail. I don't want my program to fail if it fails to write one. I want him to keep it going. But Unwrapped will panic. Well, whatever. Don't overthink it. Looks like something happened during write. No. Lack of strings. Okay. So the single file is going to be parse option. That is fine. The path we already have that is called file. But we can just say path. Okay. I'm gonna clone it everywhere. Good. So this would be check because if there's a single file, we have to just push it. Otherwise, we have to do some stuff. So if there's no file, it's fine. Other than path, we would go path. If path is equal dot, then we're gonna do some stuff. Else, if we path it out, we should override. So we should still have a function that it's full of paths. If it's dot, it pushes a lot of stuff. If it isn't, it just pushes the first one. So that paths is going to be a vec of strings. Okay. In this case, we will simply just path.push path. Mute. He want me to tell him back. Okay. Value moved here. Again, that clone, not a big deal. Alright. Which would then mean if I parse directory, my directory would be paths, should actually be called directory. What a better name. God damn it. Okay. Directory and args. So should still work the same. Pass an arg, there you go. What games are you playing? There is no such file. Let's echo a quick file. Let's echo a quick file and test into txt. Okay, and it worked. Might also add a comment like you can actually tell that the file. We might add some comments to specify what's happening for each and single file. Would be not a bad idea. Not necessary, but not a bad idea. But if we move test to, let's say, rest, remove test. Test.rs, and we get a simple comment rust into my test rust. It isn't seen. Hello? Amazing. This works. Sweet. So it's sweet. Okay. Starting to feel like I should move my fat ass. But before anyone is of any concern, let's finish this program up. And I could leave something to do on tomorrow as well. But tomorrow we could actually even go around and take a look at some Rust. Tomorrow we could be fun, yeah. Could even be a day off. should think what I'm doing with tomorrow because I have a lot of time to stream, but not a lot of stuff to be done. Actually, one cool thing is looking into some bots for some streams. Yeah, tomorrow could be stream maintenance. Try to improve some stuff. I know, I feel like I want to keep coding, but this project is going to be done before tomorrow. So tomorrow it's going to be either only chats or we. There is something cool that I could be doing if the Java project. I don't know. I don't mind the idea of having a day off, like simple programming before the advent of code. I also like to decompress before exams and do other stuff. But let's do some of the hard bullshit. Because now we have to implement the directory stuff. But rather than checking this, I should be checking if it's a directory. So first, check if it's a directory task. Is there? There you go. We're gonna cast this path is there. Check if is direct if is directory task. Yeah, I feel like fine to use GPT for the small stuff. One specific task, that's great. That's where I think this shines. Okay. So that we have the real path. Check if real path is there. My bad. Rust ecosystem. Okay. Provide dropped when while borrowed. Step review. Just free the string use. Dude. Okay, never mind. There's no need to relax tomorrow. Fuck Rust, dude. Allow me to just pass some stuff. Does this mean that I need a TMP should be a path.clone, which should then be able to keep it reference? You absolute son of a bitch. Because if I'm passing it as an argument, then the reference will survive up until new, so it will be freed afterwards, and that will cause memory leak or some shit. Okay, so real deal is path. Now we would want to. I don't think that you usually believe that stuff should be recursive. I don't know, I would expect it to be recursive. I don't know if I want it to be recursive. There's no gain into how hard the problem would be. You just have to loop over each and every value. Each and every value should check if it's a folder, if it's a directory, and if it's a directory, we get going. But here's the, is there any value in that? I mean, the tool would be easier to use, but less precise. Which I would then do this assumption. I would iterate over everything. I will iterate over each path. Check if it's a file. If it's a file, we then push it. And if later on I feel like it, we will add the -r as recursive, so it will recurse on everything underneath. Which means step number uno, step numero uno, we will loop over this. Okay. If path is cast is there, but we can also the real path is that path. This call to an iterator. Iterate over there. Okay, for entry in FSR tier. There you go. Okay, read deal of real path. Also ask some questions while you add it. Now, there you go, dear entry. If path is file, the result, yeah. So path unwrap is son of a bitch, wouldn't you? Into son of a absolute bitch. Let entry equals entry. Okay. This is the silliest, wackiest code I have ever written. But then the path, oh my god. It's going to be so stupid. Right? I don't want to override the real path. Ah, it's a temporary. So it's buff again, but it will tell me that it needs to be like that. Okay. So if real path is file, we directory.push. Oh, my path. Corrected string found path buff. String. Unwrap. String. I am not proud of this code. I wish to praise that. I am not proud of this code. So make dir wacky. Let's call it wacky. Okay. Move test the trust into wacky. And let's, well, copy test text2.rs. Okay. So both has stuff. Great. Can I cut star? Yes, I can. And let's cargo run it. Cargo run wacky. First try. Easy as that. Go. So we added the folder support. Now, if tomorrow I feel a little better about keeping it going, tomorrow we will add the recursive. This way it will recurse over one folder, because at the moment, make dir wacky 2 and copy the text address into wacky 2. At this precise moment would not work. I expect it to not work. If it works, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, that's so. It means we're going to obviously push the simple files. Yes. The handling, the test, and the main. And then we're going to catch the first one and add it for the support. By the way, did not fix it me. Okay. Add recursive directory support. Yeah, you know what? Tomorrow we do this and then we will maybe chill. Maybe do some other programming. I don't quite know. I don't get. We may as well even finish it on the first day and tomorrow do something stupider. Something much more stupid. We play some game. I don't know, I'm tempted. I have this one empty day, which is very awkward. I even get to some meeting. I don't know what I wish to do tomorrow. I absolutely have no idea. But what I wish to do right now. Let's put that. So add the readme. Date read. Amazing. Yeah, I'm more than satisfied. Let's take a look. If there are one viewer, great. We may be able to raid some of my friends if there's someone else with one viewer, and chill it ever in there. What's my guy doing here? Yeah, let's raid him. He's a cool guy. Hope you stick around to the raid. Akon Stink. Wait, so we don't have anyone? It shows me one, but I guess there's no one here. Yeah, I don't wish to raid with only myself. That feels bad, doesn't it? So there's no viewer ready to raid, so that would be see you tomorrow. Bye.